Hey, welcome back to 2DG. We got another beer review. Another
one.
What do we have this time?
Today we have from Smuttynose Brewing Company, which I don't believe we've done.
Smuttlabs.
From their Smuttlabs series. The Rye Stout.
Rye Stout. And Smutty is out of New Hampshire.
Yeah,
New Hampshire.
It's northeast. I didn't know which one, but
I think that's what we said.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why I didn't connect the dots. Anyway, this is a 6% stout aged in rye whiskey barrels. The 6% is kind of odd. Normally when you age a beer or a stout in barrels, it's normally higher alcohol. But anyway, this is our first Smuttynose beer, so let's get it open.
And this was from our swing.
Yeah, his northeastern trip. We didn't get any of the big ones, but this one's kind of a
this time though
under the radar success story.
Yeah. Oh, we got the old wire cage. We usually have better luck opening these than anyway. Pull that thing out.
I don't know where he was going with it. But.
Well, I was gonna say our last video with a cork. Well, that was foil capped and corked.
Yeah, as I say, it was a trifecta.
Generally, we have better. No. It's in there. It's gonna happen. All right.
Let's see, it's right there. It's a really long cork, I'll have you know.
For such a
bottle or anything like that. Anyway.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get the pour. So the beer's pouring out a nice, kind of dark brown color, a little bit lighter than I thought it was going to be.
That's what I thought too.
Especially for stout. Now also, while it's pouring out, and we did pour towards the center on the last half, there's not any head sticking around for either one. In such a low alcohol beer, you kind of expect the head to stick around.
Not this case though.
Not at all.
So, what do you think?
I think we should
get a look at it.
Yes. So looking at it here, I mean it's basically pitch black. At the bottom and towards the sides, you get a little bit of a
brownish red.
Yeah.
Which actually surprises me because when it poured, it didn't look that dark.
No, yeah, not at all. Let's go get a nose on her.
It's got some legs on her. Let's do it. Well, that's different.
That is very interesting.
Kind of switch that up a little bit.
You get kind of like at the beginning, you get a nice fudgy chocolate, but with that you get tons of like an earthy tobacco flavor.
I don't get much tobacco.
Okay. Yeah. You get some smoke out of it. And I get a little bit of the rye kind of spiciness, but it's not prevalent like I thought it was going to be. It's different.
I almost get a green apple too.
I'm not picking up any dark fruit or any fruit whatsoever.
Oh yeah, there's almost like a dark apple-y flavor in that.
You're not getting any ashy tobacco. I'm getting
not tobacco. Not tobacco. No.
A little bit of coffee.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's almost like it just escaped too because I didn't notice that on the first several.
It's kind of like a spent ground. Type of coffee though. Let's go ahead and quit talking about it. Let's get a taste.
It's kind of a different thing, though. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to taste.
Interesting. Okay. Right off the bat, it's thin. Which we described in the pour that it looked thin.
It is a thin beer.
I get right at the front, towards maybe the first third of the palate, fudge, tons of vanilla, which I did not expect, given that we got no sort of aroma in that whatsoever. I'm also getting the roasted malt flavor. Yeah. It is sort of watery, so it's kind of carrying through. Towards the back, though, you get, at least aftertaste, you get tons of the coffee, which is coming through now.
Yeah. And there is a bit of that charred, almost smoke. It really reminds me of the smoked porters, except not the intense smoke.
As I say,
It's got that rye bitterness too.
Yeah, it has a little bit more of a porter characteristic to it than a stout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tons of the roasted coffee flavor at the end. A lot of fudge, a lot of vanilla. I'm getting a little bit of the oak in there.
Yeah.
But not a ton. But I don't want to say it's surprising, but it does offer a little bit more in the flavor than it did in the aroma.
Yeah. Yeah. And the vanilla, like you pointed out, is definitely, there's a vanilla-y flavor that, I never smelled it at all.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
He wanted to come on up again.
Hophound likes stouts.
Yes, he does. He also liked our Lindemans. He actually tasted it. That was his first.
What's up, Hophound?
So anyway, this is classified as a regular stout, given the alcohol percentage. So on Rate Beer, for style, they're giving it an 89. And then for the overall, they're going to give it a 90. So no weird, huge point swing here.
No.
Stout, what are you going to give this?
Well, I just want to point out that the rye I'm getting out of it is really more of like a roasted rye that you use in the brew process. It's like a real, real deep roasted rye.
I'm getting a lot more
of the bitter out of that.
Yes, I'm getting a lot more of the vanilla and the bourbony flavor now in the nose that it's warmed a tad.
I hate to go me too, but he's right. As this warms up, she's starting to open up a bit more. That's common nomenclature. Come on.
So as stated earlier, regular stout. What are you going to give this one? He takes a drink. I'll talk for him. It's fine.
I'm going to give this... Okay. I'm going to give it an 8. I do enjoy it. It's a little bit... Got a little bit too much of the overly roasted bitterness. But I think it could easily be balanced by a little more sweetness, too.
Yeah.
It's thinner than I typically like, but it's not an imperial. So, but it's a solid beer.
Yeah. I'll go 8 as well. The thinness kills it for me a lot. When you make a stout, and it doesn't even have to be huge in alcohol or whatever, you do expect it to be a little thicker. The sweetness, like he said, actually would play really nicely up against kind of the more sharp flavors that it has. The flavor profile is a lot more complex and balanced than I thought it was going to be. I wish you got a little bit more of the barrel in it as well. But no, it's a solid beer. It really is.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's move into overall.
Overall, I'm going to stick with an 8. It's an enjoyable beer. I really like the flavors that it is producing. Again, the sweetness, a little more sweetness, would just elevate it a whole lot more. I mean, it would probably be a 10 beer if it just had that right added sweetness. But all in all, it's a solid beer. Really like it.
I'll do the same. I'll stick with an 8. There are stouts that I would obviously pick over this. However, most of those are imperial. It does have a lot in terms of flavor complexity and diversity, but it also lacks some areas, like we said. I would like more of the sweetness, more of the chewiness, and more of the barrel to come through, but pleasantly surprising considering it is only 6%. And I don't think, have had anything on the channel yet from this brewery. So
no. It's
a good way to start off. I know I picked up another one from them today that we'll try down the road. But no, I'm excited for this brewery.
And I just want to point out, I want to go ahead and point out that this says it's best when fresh bottled.
Which is weird.
On 12/4 of 14.
So as we speak,
it's January 2016.
Yes, it is over a year old.
So they're recommending fresh bottled is the best. So I highly doubt it changed that much, to be honest.
I've never had a stout that says
drink it
fresh. Never have, I don't think so. Even Guinness doesn't say that.
I don't even know if it would have been even better.
I don't think so.
I don't either. I can't imagine that it changed that much.
Yeah.
It's a solid beer either way. If it was even better, great. Let us know what you think about Smuttlabs edition rye stout from Smuttynose.
Smuttynose, yeah, or just Smuttynose in general.
Yeah.
What you think of them? We, like I said, we do have another beer from them. Hopefully coming up rather soon, relatively soon. But
Go ahead, rate, comment,
like,
and smash that like button. It really helps the channel.
go ahead and punch subscribe too.
Why not?
We're growing. We'd like you to be a part of it. Also, if you have any beer recommendations, like we said in previous videos, as of right now, we don't have anyone that has recommended a beer for us to try on camera. Oh, not true. Mr. Bill Gates suggested we try Miller Lite, and we did.
Yeah, because it's a fine Pilsner.
Yeah, so we are 1 for 1. Let's go 2 for 2.
Put yours down there. If we can get it, we'll try it.
And if we can't get it and you want to send it, by all means.
Then we'll shout you out.
Duty G.
See you later. Thanks.